Hello everyone, my name is Nino and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'll be making a Korean dish. That Korean dish is called Japchae. Japchae is basically stir-fried vegetables, but the star of this dish is sweet potato noodles, which I have right here. So today I'll show you my version of Japchae. But before we start, if you're a kid out there and you're watching this video and you want to learn how to cook just like me, please make sure you have an adult or a parent watching over you, especially while you're using sharp objects. But if you don't feel comfortable using sharp objects, ask a parent or an adult to do for you. And now we can start. Here I have some sweet potato noodles, of course, and it should say on the packaging how you cook it, but noodles like these should cook about 6 to 7 minutes. So here's what they look like. Here I have some salt and pepper to taste. Here I have some Spanish onions, some scallions, some carrots, and I have 2 types of mushrooms. Here I have some wood ear mushrooms and some shiitake mushrooms. Both of these I bought dry. I rehydrated them with some water and I rehydrated them for about 1 to 2 hours. And here's what I got. And I also cut some already, just like this. And I cut some of these already. And I'll show you how to cut both of these mushrooms later. Here I have some spinach that are already blanched. So I boiled some water in a big pot and waited for it to boil. And when it was boiling, I turned off the heat. Put my spinach in, mixed it, and I cooked it for about 15 to 20 seconds. And when it was 15 to 20 seconds, took it out really quick and put it in an ice bath. And here, that's what it looks like. And after I put it in the ice bath, I took it, squeezed it, and all the liquids should come out. Here's what I got again. Here I have some ribeye beef. You can also use sirloin if you want, but I'm using ribeye today. And I made a marinade with soy sauce, some honey, some garlic, and some pepper, and put it in here. This is what it looks like, still marinating. Here I have a sauce made out of some soy sauce, sesame oil, roasted sesame seeds, brown sugar, some minced garlic, and some salt and pepper. Here's what I got. It looks really good. Here I have some oil for sauteing and stir frying. Now we can start. I'll start by cutting some of my mushrooms. So I have my mushrooms here. All right, I'm gonna roll it. Roll, pretty thick. Cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so here's what they look like. They look pretty good. Now to my shiitake mushrooms. So I'm gonna cut them into about 4 strips. Cut it in the middle, and then cut it in the middle. These and some, and then this, and that's good. To my last one here, again, cut it in the middle of this again, and middle of this. Put on my knife, put it back in, and now I'm gonna start stir frying my noodles. But before I stir fry my noodles, I'm going to put half of the sauce I made here into my noodles, mix it, and now I'm gonna grab my sauce, grab my noodles here, grab a spoon, give it a little mix before I put it in, and half of this carefully in. Alright, that's enough. Put this back here. And I'm gonna use my hands to just mix it. Alright, now I'm done mixing. Gonna wipe my hands because it's pretty slippery. I don't want anything falling out of my hands. That would be pretty dangerous. I'm gonna wipe my board just a little bit. It's part of my board, just in case I have to cut anything else. And that's good. I'm gonna turn on my heat. So about that should be enough. Goes back up and just move around the pan. Wait for the oil to get hot. A little bit more. In the meantime, I'm gonna grab the things I'm gonna use to stir fry my noodles here. All right, that should be good. Turning it down to medium heat. So again, to make sure you don't burn. So I'm gonna slowly put all in carefully because this is hot oil. All right. Just a little bit back in the bowl, so I'll put that there. Grab my tongs. Cook this until it's a little bit translucent and sticky, and cook this for about 4 minutes. That should take about 4 to 5 minutes. All right. It's looking good. Smells great. Right, now this is done, sticky and translucent. Turning off my heat. And make sure you have a bowl just like this, because you're gonna put all these ingredients into one bowl, and later you can do the fun part of mixing it. So this should be good. I'm gonna get this closer, just in case I make a mess. And then transfer all this. All right, and the middle, just like that. Make sure it's in the middle. Pretty it up a little bit. Guys, I transferred all my noodles to this bowl. As you can see, put it pretty much in the middle. And now I'm gonna move on to my vegetables. As you can see, there's no oil left in the pan. So if this happens, there's no oil left in the pan after you stir fry, you can add just a little bit more. More oil. Close it back up. And I have this on medium heat so it doesn't burn. Move it around. Now I'm gonna put my onions and wait for these to be a little translucent. And then I'm gonna put in my scallions. Get my wooden spoon. Give it a little mix really quick. Okay, make sure you don't overcook your vegetables because you still want that good crunch on your vegetables. Right, this is about translucent. My scallions go in. Cook this for a little bit more. Maybe a little bit less than a minute. Give it a little mix. Again, only a little bit more. Then that should be good. Turn off my heat. And I'm gonna move it to one side. And I'm gonna put it on the side like this. All right, for all my vegetables, before I finish cooking them, I season them with some salt and pepper. Right, this looks good to me. Turn the heat off. Move it to the side. And I'm gonna transport it over here. Put this down. Right. I'm gonna put oil. And then time for my mushrooms. Turn on my heat. Again to medium heat. Make sure it's on. And now mushrooms. Mushrooms. Alright, and my shiitake mushrooms. And again, I'm going to season them with some salt and pepper. Salt and pepper I'm going to season them with before they're done cooking. And I'm going to cook this again for about 3 to 4 minutes. Alright, some oil. Alright, for my last thing I have to cook is my beef. So again, put some oil. Oil, a little bit more, and then spread it around. Spread. And I want to make sure this is hot. All right, it's pretty hot. Now, beef. Put it in. Beef goes in. Take all of it. Let the marinade drip. It's good. Just the side. Wipe my hands really quick because I don't want anything slipping out of my hands. That would be pretty bad. Keep mixing this. Right, mix. It's looking nice. Good. Right, now this is done. Turn off my heat. It looks so good. And I'm gonna put it in. And as you can see, I already put in my spinach. So I put that spinach in. That on the edge, and move them to the side. Look at that bowl, guys. That looks so cool. All right, now I'm gonna put on some gloves because it might be so hot, and I'm gonna mix it with my hands. These gloves on. Oops, my pinky. Right, the other hand, pinky. Put my gloves on, so I'd have to put them earlier. The rest of my sauce. The rest. Ooh, that looks so cool. Side. Then I'm gonna mix. Make sure none of them spill. I get to try my japchae. It smells so good, and I can't wait. Go in. I love it so much, so good. Thanks again for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Saper Nino's Kitchen. And always remember, keep calm and love cooking.